Meanwhile, as the election in America winds down, elections in Israel may just now be gearing up to start again, as Defense Minister and alternate Prime Minister Benny Gantz is reportedly looking to split up the coalition. According to a source close to Gantz, the Defense Minister and head of the Blue and White Party will inform Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu at their upcoming meeting that their partnership is officially ending, and this as a consequence of failing to pass a national budget. Gantz on Tuesday again accusing Netanyahu of dragging his feet and saying that elections are not what Israel needs, but what Israel will get if a functioning budget cannot be passed. Now, while publicly hoping to avoid elections and maintain unity, though, behind closed doors, Defense Minister Gantz has reportedly been meeting with members of the opposition, like Yamina Party Chairman Naftali Bennett, to discuss the possibility of dissolving the current coalition. Well, joining me now to discuss is Israeli journalist, author, and attorney Ben-Dror Yemini. Thank you so much for being with us. Now, first off, what is different about this threat? Because hasn't Gantz and the Blue and White Party, and really several other members, haven't they been threatening to dissolve before?
Yeah, the big difference is that the time is passing by, and we are very close to the date that they will not be able to postpone it anymore, which means that if the national budget will not be ratified quite soon, there will not be a unity government. And why? Because the only one reason that there will not be, the budget will not include 1921 is that the Likud, and namely actually Benjamin Netanyahu, is violating the agreement. In the coalition agreement, it's written, I think it's paragraph 39, that the budget will be ratified for 2 years, not for 1 year. And they all know why. It's in order not to let Netanyahu an exit point, in order not to let Benny Gantz be the prime minister. So if he does not want actually to fulfill the agreement, the meaning is that he doesn't want to fulfill the coalition agreement. He doesn't want Gantz to be prime minister after it.
Is there any chance that the budget can be delayed again? There's no chance that the budget can be delayed again?
It cannot be. I mean, we are getting closer to the end of the year. And what? They are going to ratify an agreement, a budget for what? For 1 week? For 2 weeks? What? I mean, I mean, they are making fun of the Israeli public. They are making fun of the country. They are making fun of the national interests even. I mean, that's not something that you do just because of coalition problems.
All right, well, if we went back to elections, what would the new factions look like? Where have bridges been burnt versus built?
Generally speaking, I mean, the unity government was not that bad as we tend to think sometimes. I mean, they did a lot of things, and so things happened. I'm not sure that, for example, the three-peace agreement with Arab countries could be implemented without the unity government, and the canceling the whole story of annexation, which was one of the principles of the Likud party. It's another example. I mean, and so what we see is actually that right now, I mean, we don't need it anymore as long as we don't have budget, because budget, under the circumstances of the coronavirus and so on, without budget, government cannot function. And that's the reason that now we are getting to the point that Benny Gantz will have to make a decision. And it looks like, according to all his declarations in the last 2-3 weeks, is that he's quite determined to finish this kind of coalition with the Likud.
Wow. All right. Well, Ben-Dror Yemini, thank you so much for your insights.
Thank you for having me.